You have an NRA sticker? Okay, you're good. All right. Wait, hang on. Let me see that. Dude, not only that. Oh, look at this. You got, here, can you get that? You got Trump.
A Trump-supporting student with NRA stickers on their computer.
Turn around. Show her shirt also. All right, come on, let's run. Do you drink beer and shoot an AK-47? Have you ever done that?
I don't think the students like her answers based off of their faces.
Listen, by the way, I'm a sociologist. I thrive on awkward. Nothing's awkward for me ever. Hang on, you're gonna go out here, and just hold tight, and I'll bring you back in a hot second. Wait, though. Hey, Joy and Niche, can you make sure that door's closed so they can't hear? Okay, so here's what I need. I need someone who's really into guns, like an American who's really into guns, man. Maybe two people like you. Like, are you an NRA person? Seriously? You have an NRA sticker? Okay, you're good. All right. Wait, hang on. Let me see that. Dude, not only that. Oh, look at this. You got, here, can you get that? Put that on the screen.
A Trump-supporting student with NRA stickers on their computer. Let's see how this goes.
You got Trump. You got, this is, dude, oh my God. Wait, hang on, turn around. Show her shirt also. Okay, so, all right, come on, let's run. All right. Here, actually, you're going to stand over here for a second. So here's the deal. So what's your name?
Emily.
Talk right into the mic.
Emily.
Hey, and, okay, so you are, well, hang on a second. I'm not going to, where are you from, by the way?
York, Pennsylvania.
York?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a big gun culture down there. Okay.
Love it.
I'm going to bring, how about if you sit up here?
Okay.
Emily, so does anyone have a question for Emily? Besides why socialism sucks or whatever. Wait a second. That's all yours. Dude, by the way, did you notice? So when you showed that, this is also important for the stream, by the way, people watching the stream. When you held up your computer with the Trump sticker and NRA sticker and so on, and then you had that, people clapped, right? And they clapped because, I'm not really sure. Well, I do kind of understand. Part of it is just because you're being honest, and it's exciting. It's cool to have people be honest, and like this stuff works.
If you don't know, this is Professor Sam Richards of Penn State University, and he goes over a few of these talks. I've done a lot of these talks. And one thing he tries to do is, I would say, navigate a conversation or lead through certain debate topics or certain talking points or certain talking points between two students. So his videos are very interesting. If you like these, make sure you check his channel out.
So we have different perspectives and points of view in the class. So awesome, man. So Emily from York. All right, team, come on. Jeff, I need 2 more mics, 2 more stick mics. Really runs the
Carol?
Talk into the mic.
Carol,
Where are you from?
Colombia.
Here, you stand over here, bro. Next to Carol. Okay. Don't. Where in Colombia?
Bogota, the capital.
Bogota. You live there now?
No, I moved here like 5 years ago, but I lived there my whole life.
Okay. And bro?
Naman from Sydney, Australia.
Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
So what's your name again?
Naman. Naman.
Nama?
Naman.
Naman.
Yeah.
Okay. And Carol? Carolina?
No, just Carol.
Carol? Okay. Oh, come on. You're not really Colombian, are you? Okay, so listen, man. And this is, here. So you're going to talk, the two of you can stand right there.
Okay.
We're just going to, no, stand like right here. Yeah, when you come up front. So this is just a demonstration. So listen, Emily is into guns.
Okay.
Like really into guns. And your job is to discover, because I know in Colombia, like basically no one has guns. I mean, not in Bogota, like it's impossible to get a gun in Colombia. And in Australia, it's very difficult. So I want you to learn some things about guns in the United States by asking her questions.
Okay.
Have you ever had a conversation in the United States with someone who's really, really, really into guns in America? Yeah? Wait, hang on a second. Is there anyone who is there anybody who hasn't ever had that conversation?
I just don't understand it being a problem with a student being interested in guns. And the reason I say that is because it's your amendment. It's your right as a student. So when she's on the stage and this conversation is kind of phrased as if it's a controversial thing, which it is, but here's the thing. She's just exercising her rights. She's exercising her freedom, which is normal.
Gun-toting lunatic, right? No, hang on. That's what I call my brother in jest. That's why I said that, because he's watching the screen, and that's how we go with each other. When you got somebody like Emily, because I grew up with guns, by the way, just so you know, like really, I started shooting guns not much older than I was there. My dad was really into guns. I started shooting guns at a really, really young age. And when you have an opportunity to ask somebody who's really into guns some questions, like Americans, because the idea is Americans love our guns and we're always shooting everybody and stuff. What do you want to know? Here's your opportunity to ask somebody.
I don't have good accuracy.
Okay.
Should I still go shooting?
Oh,
I really
definitely.
want to try it.
Oh, definitely. There's a bunch of like ranges that you can go to. I'm sure there's some in State College. I personally haven't gone shooting here, but there's people that can teach you. There's lessons. I personally would love to teach you if you want to learn.
And what kind of attracts you to the guns? Is it like the feeling of the power, or is it just the action, or is it what attracts you to guns? What do you like
Well,
about
it depends on
guns?
what kind of gun you're talking about. If you're talking about a rifle, like an AK-47 or an AR-15, it's something that they're just fun to shoot. Like they're fun to go to the range and have a beer and go shoot some skeet. But if it's like a pistol that's more used for self-protection, I get to kind of practice in a situation where you'd need it.
Okay, let me coach you right here.
Right.
So, do you have a follow-up question?
What do you think about guns outside of the gun range?
I personally have a concealed carry permit. I don't carry on campus. I'm not carrying right.
And Dr. Richards, a problem that I wouldn't even say a problem, but and don't take this the wrong way. I noticed that you're literally, figuratively and literally siding with the students who are opposing her. Which you may side with the girl who likes guns again. You may do that. However, right now, you literally are on their side, coaching them on what questions to ask. Because the first question they asked was, the young woman was, can you basically teach me how to shoot? And it was kind of a positive thing. Like, can you teach me how to shoot? What made you get into it? And she's like, yeah, of course. Maybe she probably just made a new best friend. Who knows? Then he said, what attracts you to it? And he has a smile on his face. And she's just talking about her upbringing. Then all of a sudden, when you went over there, the conversation really shifted more so towards, well, what are your thoughts outside of the gun range? Do you support? Now is where it shifted when you went over there. So let's see what she says.
But I think it's a necessity, honestly. We just saw the thing that just happened down in Texas. And if it wasn't for the armed security guard there was probably a lot more lives would have been lost than the two men that were.
Do you have a question?
Yeah. I'm like not against guns, but if everyone is allowed to have them, don't you think the shootings will go down in a way? Like if it's not that easy to get guns, wouldn't it be easier to control shootings or things like that? Seems like you just mentioned Texas.
Yeah, so it depends on what kind of guns you're talking about. You can't just go out and buy an AK-47. Like you just can't do it. You have to have a background check and you have to have a permit for it. Concealed carry permits, it's a lot easier in Pennsylvania than other states to get it. So like I just lived in DC for a couple months, and there you have to take a class and you have to be trained to do it. So it's all kind of really depending on where you think about it politically. I personally think that you should be able to carry as a self-protection thing. And that's not just from people either. I grew up on a farm where we had bears on our property that you can't really stop with a
You have bears
baseball
on your
bat.
property?
Yeah, we
right.
have bears
My
on my
second
property growing up.
question.
Okay. Do you have another question?
I was gonna say, do you like shooting more rangers or animals?
I mean, I do hunt, but
What do you hunt for?
hunt deer. I do more archery than rifle, actually. For
You do
hunting.
archery too?
Yeah.
Could you, no kidding, could you see that camera over there?
Yeah.
Could you hit that camera with a bow, with an arrow?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the center of the camera or just the camera itself?
Probably. It's a couple.
The center?
Probably, depending on what sights you have on the bow and what bow you have.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have another question for her?
Yeah, so me, being from Australia, we're not really used to seeing guns out in public. So when we went to Walmart, me and my friends were a bit like surprised just seeing it in a
Yeah.
rack. And as we understand it, that it's just, you can't just buy it from the rack, but you need a permit and things like that. But don't you think the permit process is a bit liberal as well? Because if you have no prior offenses, I'm not too sure what the permit process is, but if you do not have a prior offense,
So you don't know what the permit process is, but you're critiquing it. And this is not an attack on your political views or your takes on guns. However, you literally just said that the permit process is liberal. Then you followed that seconds later saying you don't even understand the process of getting a gun. So it sounds like to me that you have a talking point that you may have heard, which you definitely heard because you don't even know the process of getting a gun. However, you're still saying it's more open or more liberal.
do you think that is still too liberal to get a gun at the age of 18?
I don't. Just because if you put certain regulations on certain things, so there's a thing called red flag laws that people that some Texas politicians like Dan Crenshaw are really going for, and it's a good in a sense that a red flag law means that you can't own a gun if like a psychiatrist or something says that you are not mentally fit for it,
Yeah,
right?
let's flag you.
But that can be abused. So I can say that I feel uncomfortable him having a gun around me because he smokes pot, and
No, I smoke
because
pot.
he smoked pot. Sorry, I assumed. Smoked pot, and I don't think he's mentally sound for that. So it can, and when he really could be, because it was a thing that he did in the past. You know what I mean? So it's something that could be abused. That
Okay, so here's a question that y'all missed. That I will say, when she started talking, she said, "Well, it's not like, sometimes it's different. Every gun's different. Sometimes it's not like, you go drink a beer and then you go shoot your AK-47. So like, do you drink beer and shoot an AK-47? Have you ever done that?
not an AK-47, but like 22s, yeah,
Oh,
like
okay,
rifles.
okay,
You
okay.
do, and you shoot skeet on the range,
All right.
and it's all people around you. Like there's people, the professionals there watching. It's not like you're getting drunk. It's like you're having one singular beer.
So what do you wish people, as a gun owner, and as a gun enthusiast,
Yeah.
what do you wish people would ask you when they like meet you? So they see your NRA sticker. What are some things you wish people would actually ask you?
Probably why, like, I feel strongly about having guns, or not like having guns, but like being able to protect oneself instead of just assuming that like I hate the assumption that people, when they think about like assault rifles, that anyone that owns an assault rifle wants to go out and kill somebody. I've had someone say that to me before, and I'm like, I do not. Like I own assault rifles, and I'm not going to hurt anybody with it.
Yeah.
It's just for fun. It's for protection. It's for
Well, so here, this is actually kind of a really cool conversation, because it's like the stereotypes that we make of like all Muslims are, or poor people are this, or white people X, whatever it is, like Christians this. It's like all these things that we can say would be like people who own assault rifles are all like this kind of thing. So it's the same. It sort of goes around in lots of different ways.
And Dr. Richards, he tends to be more fair in the videos I've seen, and he's right. I don't think the students like her answers based off of their faces. I don't think they like her answers at all, but I've noticed that she is extremely intelligent on gun ownership. She is extremely intelligent on her political spectrum or her political views, and you have to respect it. It seems like she does a lot of research on these topics, obviously. It seems like she was ready to answer every single question asked. But if you have any suggestions for me, comment down below. LFR Jojo,